What's the name of that place again?
Oh, the Winchester. It's a drinking club.
I don't suppose you thought of that joker's name yet?
No. I know it's Arthur something or other. And I got the photo.
Dee, London isn't Sydney. It's 30 miles across and has got nearly as many people as the whole of Australia. And you're expecting to find one bloke who you're not even sure is here. You must be out of your tiny mind.
Maybe.
Here we go. Come on, then. Come on. Carp, they are pulling away. What are you fiddling about at, you fool?
Well, I can't have it, Gav, can I? I said last week it needs servicing.
We've lost them. You know what, Carp, inheriting you from Sergeant Chisholm is not dissimilar to inheriting death duties.
You know your trouble, my son. Total ignorance of the times we live in. No historical perspective, that's your problem. You know what they say about history repeating itself?
Shouldn't do it in company.
Oh, very amusing, Terence, very droll. And here you are, turning down gainful employment.
And here you are, giving me GBA to the eardrum again.
Hello, Arthur.
Hello, Mournful.
I've been looking for you.
I'm sad to say you found me.
Hello, Tal. How's your luck?
I'll take the turn for the worst, I suspect.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've got a good trade if you're interested.
Listen, if it's as dodgy as that last cotchel you tried to sell me...
No, nothing like that. I don't know how that got into Police 5. Rickett, wasn't he? I'll phone him up, you know.
Who?
Whispering Grass. What's his name?
Shaw Taylor?
Yeah, that's it.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, fell off the back of a lorry.
No, I spoke to him. Told him that gear had been got in good faith and he was taking a liberty with my living.
Apologised, did he?
Asked for me name, didn't he? Can you imagine? You want to see what I've got on offer then?
Yeah, all right, come on.
It's over here. Ain't hard to look at, is it? Keep her indoors warm and happy in winter, I thought.
Try it now, Gav. Well, I don't know. Maybe a bit of dirt in the carburettor. What do you think?
I think our two ladies have probably hoisted half a Selfridges by now.
Don't insult me, Mournful. For that kind of dough, I could join a Barclay hunt, capture my own foxes, get the skins made up, and still come out with change.
Leave off, Arthur. That coat comes to at least a couple of grand the right way.
Tell him, will you, Terry?
Consider yourself told.
I don't know. You feel your fingers to the bone. You have to put up with all this ag.
Here he stands, cushioned against the harsh realities of unemployment, mostly, I may add, due to my good offices.
All right. 800, and we've got a trade.
Yeah, where was I?
Don't know, but I wish you were still there.
I'm still here. I risked my liberty for that coat, Arthur, and you want to steal it off me?
Look, I can buy them legit at cost for what you are asking, Mournful. Now, will you please go away?
Well, all right. 7. And that's final.
Yeah, Dave and me, we were only kids at the time, but we remember the Yarrow Marches, right, Dave?
A Jarrow, Arthur.
A sea of unemployed, schlepping their way hundreds of miles down the highways and byways to the smoke. There were no motorways in those days, Terry. No socks, holes in their daisies, but cloth caps at a dignified angle in order that they might demand their democratic right to do an honest bit of collar.
Well, you know...
Sad days, my son, but they will be back, Terry. Stand on me.
Good help.
That is what they said. But he helps them as helps themselves.
Well, you must have his undivided attention, then.
6.
Here, Tel, when are you going to bring in them tapes you keep promising me?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, mate. No, next time I promise, all right?
Yeah, that's a bit tasty, isn't it?
Yeah. She ain't bad either, is she?
OK, 5. And it really saddens me to say it.
Excuse me? Mr. Daly, Arthur Daly.
Arthur who?
Is he here?
Yeah, this is him here.
Hold on.
Suppose we could just sit here, Gav. Wait for them to come back. See if they've got anything like.
We did that yesterday without a result. Don't you remember? Idiot.
Well, this is you with Gary Mitchell, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Look at that.
Well, yes, there is a vague similarity, and you are...
I'm sorry. My name is Dee Rogers. We've just literally got off the plane from Australia. Gary's an old mate of mine, and he said if ever we were over here, we should look him up. Unfortunately, I lost his address. But I do remember him mentioning this club and talking about this really nice bloke called Arthur Daly. It is you, isn't it, Arthur?
Well, no, now that you mention it, Miss...
Dee. Please, call me Dee.
Ah, Dee.
And I'll call you Arthur, if that's okay.
Fine.
Listen, can I buy you and your friends a drink?
Oh,
Mr. Soppy, no. Mr. Nice Guy can get it, can't you?
Yeah, yes, why not? I mean, it's the least
No,
I can do.
come on, please, I insist. Let me get this.
Right, what?
Oh, it's okay, love. You'll get your chance, believe me. What you having?
Gin and orange, thanks.
Young man?
I'll take a lager.
Coming up.
I'm Terry.
Oh, how do you do, Terry? G'day.
Or I go elsewhere.
Can't you see we got company?
Listen, if you don't mind me saying, if all the ladies are like you down under, I think I'll immigrate tomorrow.
Call me Charming.
Oh, yes, indeed, yes.
Greg Collins.
Hey,
Hey,
it's a good grip you got there, sport.
thanks.
Hello.
Greg?
Good to know you.
My name's Morris.
Yeah, we call him Mournful. I'll let you work out why.
How do you do, Morris?
Oh, not so good as a matter of fact. I'll keep trying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know a couple of Aussie birds. Terrific oysters.
Shut up. Come and have your drink. Here you go.
Oh,
Want
thanks
ice?
very much.
Excuse me, dear.
Yes?
Do you wish to purchase that dress?
Oh, I'm not sure. I was just checking the colour.
I'm afraid I'll have to take it back inside the shop. You've set off the alarm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's this, dear. We've got them on all the garments. It gets removed once the garment is purchased, of course.
Oh, right. Hey, you don't think I was trying to steal the dress, do you?
Not at all, dear. You weren't to know, were you?
Yeah, I knew him well. Great drinking mates, Gary and me. But I must say, I didn't expect him to come back here.
No.
Why's that?
Well, he seemed very anxious to get away.
Yeah.
To Australia specifically?
Yeah, well, he liked the idea of all that sunshine and freedom, you know what I mean?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Dee, what are we going to do about the taxi?
Would it be all right to send it away and park our luggage in here, just while we talk?
No trouble at all. Dave's a diamond.
Great. English money.
Terry will sort that for you, my dear. He's very good at that
Yeah, I'll sort it, don't worry.
Right.
sort of thing.
Greg will help you, won't you?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you a hand.
You really are a nice fella. Gary was right about you.
My motto in life, my dear, is if you cannot do someone a good turn, do not do them a bad one. It put that way, dear.
That's a lovely philosophy.
A little something I picked up along the way.
Arthur, have you any idea where I might find Gary?
Well, I'm not exactly unknown in this town, my dear, and if he's around, I'm sure we can work something out so that we can find him for you.
Would you? I'd be really grateful.
Yeah, well, I am a very busy man. I mean, do have to earn the daily crust. Arthur Daily crust.
Oh,
Get a living.
I understand.
That important, is it?
It is to me. You see, well, actually, Gary and I weren't just good friends. As a matter of fact, we love each other very much. We were to be married, but, well, let's just say circumstances parted us, and, well, anyway, things are different now.
But I thought you and, Greg?
Oh, no. He's just an old friend, happened to be on the plane. He's over here meeting his brother.
Ah.
Arthur, I'd be perfectly willing to cover any costs that you might incur, if you wouldn't be insulted by that.
Insulted? No, of course not, my dear. No, just overheads. You know, no, I wouldn't be insulted. And how could I not help such a pretty lady as yourself? Now, me and my man Terry will do the best we can.
Oh,
Something the matter, my dear?
guess I'm a bit chilly.
What, in this heat?
Not used to your climate, I guess.
Don't go away, my dear.
Score is all you're getting, and you're taking liberties.
3, and I'm doing you a favour.
Arthur, I want you to know how depressed that makes me feel.
Red is cash in your claw right now. And I want your assurance that it is bankrupt stock.
What? Oh, yeah, of course.
Well?
Well, if it wasn't for the fact I've got to pay my analyst.
You're what?
He reckons I'm suffering from depression. I tell you, Arthur, it makes me doleful.
I don't know how you do it. Stands you in for 3, and within minutes you knocked it out for 5.
Perfectly normal business transaction, profit and loss, that's what it's all about, isn't it? She's happy, I'm happy. Of course, Mournful's a bit doleful, but when isn't he?
Doleful?
Oh, you and Greg get into my car, my dear. I'm just giving my man Terry here the SP.
Oh, are you trying to make me look a Burke or what?
What?
Well, cut the my man crap, all right?
No, just a little gambit, Terry. Don't worry about that. I have learned something that will be of great interest to you. The geezer who is with her is not in the least romantically involved with her.
No? Oh, gee, I sussed he's a bit of an iron.
An iron? Leave it out. Man looks like a centre forward for the All Blacks.
Well, he ain't exactly limp-wristed, I'll give you that. But they're not all screaming queens, are they?
Oh, don't be so tasteless, Terence. No, I think we've captured the little lady.
What do you mean, captured?
Or should I say, enraptured. By sheer good fortune. Hers, that is. The lady needs help looking for an old mutual friend, and we are in a position to render her assistance in that direction.
I could render her something.
Is that character for real?
Well, at £500 for a coat like this, who's complaining?
Oh, come off it, Dee. The bloke's a con artist. Who needs him?
Greg, he's the best chance I have to find my darling Gary. And to do that, I'm willing to spend quite a bit.
Now, the thing I don't get is why a sort like that would get pally with an out-and-out villain like Gary Mitchell in the first place. I mean, the only reason he immigrated was because there was a warrant out for him, right?
Right.
But she's straight, isn't she?
Oh, she is, Terry, she is. I found that out while you were chatting to Dave at the bar.
So why Gary Mitchell?
Well, it seems he set up business out there, all kosher and legit. She worked for him for a time. That's how they became friends.
Well, anything's possible.
Hang on. I've been saving the best bit. She don't like hotels. Wants a place of her own. Nudge, nudge, woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah? Yeah, but what about the big boner all black?
Well, apparently he's going to be staying with his brother.
No, that is handy, isn't it?
It's handier than you think, my son. I've rented her your flat.
Oi!
Of course he don't mind, do you, Terry?
There is one little problem, like where am I going to rest my weary?
Well, you can kip round at your grand's. You're never at home anyway, are you?
Thanks a lot, pal.
I didn't think, I mean, I don't want to impose. I can hardly expect Terry to clear out of his flat just so I can...
Nonsense, my dear. Why pay lunatic hotel prices? No, a nice little pied-à-terre, or should I say pied-à-terry. Not a few bus stops from the throbbing heart of the metropolis. At 80 quid a week, it's a gift. Stand on me. The whole ground floor.
That's the lot.
Well, you know, it's kind of a shame it's not big enough for both of us.
Well, actually, I was thinking about that. It is really, isn't it? I mean, it's only got one bedroom, but it's a big old sofa.
If you're sure, I mean, you don't mind.
No, I don't mind, you know, if you don't mind.
No.
Are we anywhere near Park Royal?
Park Royal?
Yeah, that's where my brother lives.
Hi, Mournful.
All right, girls. I hope you've had a good day. Mine's been a right downer.
Of course, the boy's a bachelor, so tidiness is not exactly his strong point, as you can see. Here. But I can vouch for the fact that he is personally clean in himself.
Personally clean? Will you just...
Oh, this is the master bedroom.
All right.
Hardly elegant, but cosy.
I really appreciate this, Arthur.
Least I can do, my dear. We British still have a duty to protect and assist our colonial cousins from around the globe. Yeah, let me show you the Kazi. The bathroom.
Right.
That Mac could do with a trip to the cleaners, Terry.
So one day, that's all.
Change those sheets.
Now, these are about the right mark. I can shift these all day for 30 or 40 quid a lump to proper people, instead of liberty takers like Arthur Daly.
Who's Arthur Daly?
Don't ask me.
Just one through, Gov. Be fixed by morning. What's this then?
Well, according to Ronnie Aldridge, that little duo of Aussie hoisters have been trying to trade their ill-gotten gains to persons on this manor, right?
That's what it's heard, Gov.
And what has that little collection of antisocial misfits got in common then?
Well, they're all local faces we know or suspect of handling stolen property.
Precisely. And those three, Grimwood, Barber and Daly, frequent the Winchester Club, is that not so?
Yeah, that's right, they do, Gov.
Who else is a member and occasional visitor to the said establishment?
Oh, yeah, of course. Ronnie Aldridge.
Ronald Austin Aldridge, small-time thief and informer. And given our manpower problem, who better to keep an eye on Messrs Grimwood, Barber and Daly, should the opportunity arise?
Ah, I see, Gov.
I suppose partial sight is better than none. Do have another word in his shell-like. Now?
Right, well, I'll drop Greg off at his brother's and Terry will start making inquiries as to Gary's whereabouts while you get settled down in the flat, my dear.
Oh, I thought, if it's okay, perhaps I could go along with Terry.
Oh, why not? Why not? No harm in having someone minding you. Perhaps you could show Dee one or two of our historic landmarks, Terry. Show her where her ancestors hailed from.
Clink Prison's closed, isn't it? No, I'm sorry, love, no, it's a little joke.
Maybe it's not. Oh, Arthur, do you know where I can hire a car? Anything'll do. I just, can't be completely dependent on you and Terry.
Hire a car?
Yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact...
Don't you point that finger, forget
have
that.
I said anything?
No, I said what you're going to
I was
say.
about to say to Dee,
What?
if she is anticipating staying for an indefinite period,
Yeah?
it will be far cheaper to buy a nice, reliable little runabout. And it just so happens I know where I can obtain the sort of vehicle she would appreciate.
I bet you do.
You ought to be arrested, Freddie. 2.5 for this museum piece.
Well, they sell Arthur. They don't build them like this anymore.
No, they wouldn't dare.
MOT'd, tax for another couple of months.
Please, Freddie, I'm a trader, not a punter. I don't want to hear all that. Dear, oh dear, look at all that pudding on them sills. I'll give you 70.
70?
Yeah.
Make it a oneer and it's yours.
Not a gift, Freddie. Not a gift, but acceptable. You get your lad to take it over to Terry's place, can you?
Sure. Be a bit difficult today, though. He's over at the auctions. First thing in the morning, all right?
Yeah, fine. Leave it outside with the papers and all that.
Right, will do.
Please, Freddie. Oh, Freddie? You knew Gary Mitchell, didn't you? Used to graft all that firm out of Fulham.
Yeah. Done a bunk to Australia about 5 stretch ago, didn't he? At least that's what I've heard.
Well, you heard right. Well, apparently he's back here now. You haven't seen sight nor sound of him, have you?
No. Hang on a minute. I was having a drink in a Prince of Wales the other day with Bobby Finch. He mentioned something about him. What was it now? Thing is, we're all a bit elephants at the time. No, but I'm sure his name was stuck up, though. Why didn't you have a word with Bobby?
Yeah, I will, right. You're first thing in the morning, OK?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
I tried there. Been all over, haven't we?
I ain't seen him or heard a thing till. Shouldn't have thought he'd have wanted to come back. The old IPO game when he was at it here, wasn't he?
That's right, yeah. God, he was the governor impersonating the old Bill, let's face it. Oh, thanks, Keith. See you around, mate, all right?
OK.
Oh, I thought you knew. I mean, that is, I thought that Arthur would have told you.
No, he didn't, no.
Poor old Gary. He was never happy there. I don't know. My parents hated him for some reason. Then one day we had this really terrible fight, and the next thing I knew, he'd sold his business and come back to England. Said if I really wanted him, I'd come and find him. So here I am.
Yeah, you are.
It's been really great today, Terry. You know, showing me the sights and everything. I really appreciate it.
Listen, I suppose you don't fancy a nice quiet drink in an old English pub, eh?
Now, what's your name up there, my darling?
Dee.
By God, what a memory. Now, look, Dee, where the hell do you come from?
Australia.
Oh, bleeding Australia. Oh, God, we had an Australian pianist here the other night. Not a lot of good, but they reckon he's pretty big down under. Joke, laugh. I had to go and see the doctor the other day. He said, I haven't seen you for 2 years. I said, I know, I've been ill. Social Security, you know what I mean? He said, your nose is swollen. I said, I've got sinus trouble. He said, no, sinus. No, I said, I was out with a boxer's wife. He's seen us. Little song here now. Now, here's a little song coming up here now. It's called Leave It Out, John. Everybody in the chorus! She was young and she was free, she took a shine to me, succumbing to my stunning natural charms. And I was cool as I could be, and I very casually took her in my manful arms. Oh, I was free.
This is great, Terry. It's really great.
Did you hear what I said?
No, what?
It seems to me that Gary Mitchell wouldn't have been your type.
What makes you think that?
Oh, I don't know, mind you, I never really
What?
knew him.
Sorry, I can't.
No, I said I never knew him all that well. He was more a mate of Arthur's.
Oh, right, yeah.
I felt the thing, Wally, as she slapped my face and very loudly said, "Everybody now, leave it out, John, leave it out. It's been enough today, so leave it out. Leave it out, John, leave it out. It's been so nice out today, so leave it out. If there was ever any doubt about the ins of being out, leave it out, John, leave it out." I took it to
Want a drink, Tom?
I thought I'd have a drink.
Oh, no, really.
No, I've got, yeah. You'll be all right.
I thought she would approve.
He's quaint, your Arthur.
Quaint? Oh, yeah, quaint.
A likeable rogue, eh?
What?
Arthur, he's a likeable rogue.
Yeah, you could say that. That's all right.
Well, he is a crim, isn't he?
No, he's married.
Oh, come on. You know what I mean? Gary told me a lot of stories about him. Funny. Oh, God.
I suppose you could say it was funny.
And inadvertently, I let her know exactly how I feel. Everybody leave it out, John, leave it out. It's been so nice out today, so leave it out. Leave it out, John, leave it out. It's been so nice out today, so leave it out.
How long have you worked for Arthur?
Hey?
Arthur, how long have you worked for him?
No, I don't work for him. I don't work for him, I work with him.
What, like now?
Oh, yeah, sort of, yeah.
Oh, and I thought you liked me.
I'd like you a lot more if you weren't webbed up with Gary Mitchell.
Terry, that sounds as if you don't like him.
I'm the jealous type, aren't I? It's not funny.
Evening, Arthur. Usual. Please, Dave, large one. Terry hasn't rung or been in, has he? No.
Oh, Arthur, how's it going?
Ronnie! Haven't seen you around here for a bit.
Can never find a bit round here.
Not a little sojourn in one of Her Majesty's hotels, I hope?
No, touch wood. You staying lucky, are you?
Luck has nothing to do with it, my son. It's this.
You always was a bit slippery, Arthur.
Cheers, Dave.
Well, you still haven't told us what you're doing over here.
Oh, just a little bit of business to take care of, you know. Help out a friend.
Well, no one can say you weren't the best minder we had back home.
Is that all?
No comment.
Do you ladies have somebody watching your backs over here?
Oh, we don't really need it. Well, you know, the shops are a doddle. Yeah, we've got a guy who gives us a pretty fair deal on practically anything we get.
Sounds like a pretty good setup.
It's the dragon's birthday next week, so I've got to make a gesture, a little present, keep it sweet, know what I mean?
Well, how about packing of firelighters? Now, what you got in mind, Ronnie?
Well, I thought a bit of clobber, nice coat preps, or a bit of Tom if it ain't too pricey. Just wondered if you might have anything going.
No, I've got nothing like that in stock. Yeah, how about a pogo stick? Keep her fit, help her work off her aggression?
No, I don't think so, Arthur.
Oh, I don't know why I bought the bloody things. Geezer must have caught me on the op.
One thing she's been egging me for is a fur coat.
Oh, if you'd been here at lunchtime, I could have done you a bit of good.
Yeah?
I had a fox fur that Basil Brush would change his act for. But I knocked it out to this Aussie bird, didn't I?
Aussie bird?
Yeah, you know, antipod, what's it? Australian lady. And what a salt.
Oh?
Oh.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, do be careful on the way home. We had a Scotsman in here last night on the way home. Found a pair of crutches in the curb. Went home and broke his wife's legs.
Sorry.
You never know what you might find in the street. Now then, do be careful.
You worry me, you know.
Right.
Time, ladies and gentlemen.
Carrying all that dough about. This is a vicious city, you know. Wouldn't it be safer in a bank?
I like carrying a lot of money around. Gives me a feeling of confidence.
Yeah, ta-ra, Jim.
Nice meeting you.
The only problem is you might get a feeling of pain if someone hits you over the head to get at it, right?
You know, I'm really bushed.
Well, no, I've just got the taste. Let's go
Would you
down to
mind
Winchester.
terribly if I just went back to the flat? I mean, with all the travelling, the sightseeing, and no food, I'm really...
Do you want something to eat?
No,
There's a
Terry,
restaurant round the corner. It's
Really,
round the corner.
you know, I just want to fall into bed.
I suppose you wouldn't like someone in the bed to catch you, would you?
You're really sweet. You know that?
Sweet? Ta-ra, Jim.
I don't blame you, Tel. I knew you wouldn't go to Australia, what, on a moped?
Oh, there's loads of room in here.
Fantastic. Listen, Terry, are you sure about this? I mean, hospitality's one thing, but letting someone you only just met...
No, don't be daft. I said it was all right, didn't I? Anyway, you never know. If we don't find Gary, my luck might change.
You are sweet.
Don't call me that.
About Gary, Terry.
Yeah?
Look, I realise it probably sounds a bit silly, but... Well, if you and Arthur do find him, would you mind telling me first?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
You promise?
Yeah, why?
It's only a silly thing. It's just that, well, you know, I want to surprise him. Can you understand that?
No.
Yeah.
I don't understand. You? England's answer to you, Effner? Leaving a bird like that to snuggle down on her own? You must be slipping, my son.
Don't give me all that. You knew she and Mitchell were more than just good friends.
Yeah, she did say something about an infatuation, but,
She's come over to marry the geezer. She told me. She told you and all.
Oh, funny. I must have misunderstood.
Bleeding hilarious, isn't it? Anyway, first we've got to find him.
Yeah, presuming he's around, and that could take a bit of time. Long enough for you to manoeuvre yourself into her affections.
Yeah, and long enough for you to rip her off for a few more quid.
Terence, I must say this. I feel deeply wounded when you make aspirations like that. And anyway, unlike you, I have made some progress in that direction.
What?
Well, I was doing a deal with Freddie to Fly for a tasty little motor for Dee, and he reckons Bobby Finch might know something.
Well, Finch, who's got the Prince of Wales?
Yeah, the very same.
Well, let's get down there then.
Well, what's the hurry? Tomorrow will do. Want to give yourself a chance, don't you?
They're not too keen, then.
Afraid not, love. But can't really blame them, considering. However, they might be able to help out with that other item.
Well, that's something.
And what about using that place? I mean, I thought that's what you intended to do when you moved in there. I don't think we'll have any trouble with those other two characters.
Made you promise?
Yeah. Well, I can understand that, can't you?
All right, Tel. Long time no see. How's it going?
What's it got to do with you?
Yeah, well, I'll be off now, Arthur. I'll be popping in, so if anything comes up...
Nice mother, right?
Or whatever, yeah. See you around then.
What's all that about?
You ain't trading with that Ponce, are you?
Ronnie? He's all right.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
I heard from a few proper people that he's a wrong 'un. Too friendly with Plod.
Really? I didn't know that.
Well, you ain't told him any of your business, have you?
Me? No. You know me, Terry. Never divulge more than is necessary.
That's all right then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me understand this, Ronnie. You say that Arthur sold a fur coat to this Australian bird?
That's right, Mr. Rycott told me so himself.
Well, so what? He'd hardly likely to be selling bent gear to someone who's thieved it, would he?
No, that's true.
And since we have already got these suspect Australian hoisters under surveillance, what is the point of this ludicrous information?
Well, I just figured the Aussie connection, you know. Arthur's also got her a motor.
What is so unusual about that? Daily deals in motors.
Well, if you're going hoisting, motor's handy, innit?
Thing is, Ronnie, the two ladies in question already have a car.
Yeah, that's true.
Aldridge, you are a moron of mind-boggling ineptitude. I don't know why I let you reign. You talk to him. I'll go and wait in the car. And if you feel a compunction to hit him, try to do it so as not to leave any marks.
$400 for that? I know, it's ridiculously underpriced for a period piece like that, isn't it? What with the demand and everything. But there you go, you see, being in the trade does have its advantages.
You're unbelievable.
Thank you.
Oh, it's great, Arthur. Really great. I love old things.
Just as well, innit?
Yeah, note the early plastic dashboard, my dear, and the genuine leatherette upholstery.
Fabola.
Yeah, get in. Try it out for size. Comfort is a guaranteed feature, of course.
God, isn't it too much?
Far too much.
Oh, listen, Arthur. Do I have to get it insured or anything, before I can drive it?
All taken care of, my dear. I have a friend who does a nice line in cover notes.
Neat.
Third-party fire and theft at a criminally low fee. And if you just look on the seat, you'll see my own small personal contribution, so that you do not get lost in the capital of the mother country.
You're great, Arthur. Mr. Wonderful.
Wonderful, I'll tell you
Bye-bye,
what...
my dear. Come along, Terence.
Bye-bye.
Come on. I mean, you must have striped her for over a monkey already, and she says it's Mr. Wonderful. It's gross.
Gross? No, Terence. It's the natural forces of supply and demand. If the punter is pleased with the price he pays, it would be perverse to place a parcel for peanuts.
Pillock.
Pardon?
Pass.
Precisely.
I managed to get it for 1.5.
I'll take the 200 Mars for your trouble. It's no skin off our nose.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too happy about it, I can tell you.
Governor, what's Bobby about?
So where are they now?
Out looking for Gary.
Where do they think you are?
Oh, doing some more sightseeing, shopping on my own. Where are we meant to meet these girlfriends of yours anyway?
There's some pub down by a canal. I've got it written down.
Did you tell them about me then?
I didn't have any option, did I? But don't worry, they're as good as gold.
Okay. What do you reckon?
Is this it?
Don't you think it's ace?
It's a bit of a rust bucket, Dee.
Dave Story saw him.
So he said.
Where?
Just down the road.
What? Boozer? Spieler? Club? What?
No, just bumped him in the street. Seems Gary's opened a wine bar there. At least that's what he told Dave it's going to be.
Wine bar? Gary Mitchell?
Well, apart from anything else, he'd never get a licence.
That's what I said. B told Dave he's got his brother fronting for him.
Brother? Didn't know he had a brother. I knew he got a sister somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe he said brother-in-law.
A wine bar?
Well, it makes a change from impersonating police, doesn't it?
Hold up, that's him! You're right, it is Terry. Yeah, that is definitely him. Come on.
Oh, no, hang about.
What?
I made a promise, didn't I?
Well, it doesn't stop us talking to the man. Ask after old times how things are going, does
You
it?
do all that at the wedding reception, can't you?
Who's got the hump, then?
G'day, girls. Dee Rogers, Lisa, Sandra.
G'day.
Hi, Dee.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Come on, Terry, we've got 4 visits to make.
Arthur, is it true? Is it true? Have you found Gary? Dave at the club said that you'd...
It is true, my dear, we have.
Oh, that's fantastic. Where is he?
Westbourne Grove.
Westbourne Grove.
Yeah. It's opening a wine bar.
A wine bar?
Apparently. Look, I've got the address here.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrific. You didn't talk to him then?
No, my dear. Bearing in mind your request and the fact that my word is my bond, we did not.
I know you think I'm being silly.
Not at all, my dear. Have we not all at some time or another been touched by love's little mystery and romance?
Oh, you're a real sport, Arthur.
No, not at all.
You too, Terry.
Oh, my pleasure.
Will you two be around later? Only, if I see Gary and everything's okay, perhaps we can all have a drink together.
yeah.
No, we're busy for the rest of the day, but perhaps later at the club.
All right, sure, great, thank you. Both of you.
Been a privilege, my dear.
What's a wonderful profit, eh?
Coat looks nice, doesn't it?
So does the hat.
Don't see many of them about anymore, do you, Gov?
Car or the blonde?
He's in the loo. Won't be long.
Yeah, right.
We ready then? We'll be soon. Might as well all leave together.
Looks like they're having a day off, Gov.
Oh, yeah?
We'll maybe see you later, girls.
Yeah, maybe. And don't forget, Greg, not our place.
No sweat. Have a nice day. Be lucky.
And you. Bye.
Maybe some people don't know have a flat in the house.
Maybe. Well, come on then. And let's see if we can stay with them this time, shall we?
Good job we called round before, Bobby. It's got to be better than paying brewery prices, isn't it?
Yeah, but hurry up if you can. I'm expecting our rep round at any time.
Lively, Terry, lively. Man's in a hurry.
Well, why don't you hump a few of these then?
Would that my condition would allow. Oh.
It's nice to be in a motor that actually goes for a change.
Wouldn't it be better to move the alcove along there a bit?
Oh, I don't think it can be done. Hang on a minute, I'll have another look at the plans.
Well, g'day, Gary.
Hello, Dee. How the hell did you...
Never mind how. You bastard. Did you really think you could get away with ripping me off?
Oh, now, wait a minute, love. For Christ's sakes, Dee.
I want what's mine, you bastard. Now I think you better come along with us.
Come on, Dee, this is getting bloody...
Shift it, Pom.
All right, don't get excited.
Another 2 loads, Terry, and we'll drop in for a well-earned drink at a Winchester.
Good thinking. I'll tell you what, can we stop off at my flat? I'll pick up those tapes I promised Dave.
Yeah. I could do with a leak.
OK, sport, you take a seat right there and don't move, OK?
Oh, Christ.
What is it?
Arthur and Terry.
They're going to have a nice little surprise, aren't they?
Down Margate or somewhere, shouldn't we? All right, dear.
What you doing?
It's just a little joke.
This is no joke. It's for real.
Oh, my good God.
I'm sorry about this, Terry. We weren't expecting you back so soon.
Arthur, what have you done to me?
Gary, me? Nothing. She told me you two were madly in love. I don't understand.
Well, neither do I.
Well, it's quite simple, really. You see, this little worm, this friend of yours, has ripped me off for what I consider to be at least 50,000 of your good old British sterling. I've come to collect.
Is this true, Gary?
A misunderstanding, Till.
Misunderstanding crap. Oh, look, we're working this scam together, right? Partners for nearly 2 years. Then we get this really big score, and this bastard skips the country with my share.
Well, it wasn't just the weather getting warm down there, you know.
Hold on. Are you telling me that you were at it with him?
You got it.
What, the IPO game?
Woman Detective Sergeant Rogers, Detective Inspector Mitchell. 2 of Sydney's finest.
I have to say this, my dear. I made a serious misjudgment of character about you.
Yes, well, I'm sorry, Arthur, but I'm sure even you will understand that being taken for a lot of money isn't a very nice thing to do to someone.
I'm deeply shocked. Nice girl.
Look, never mind all that. What are we going to do?
Yeah, well, before you start, could I have very
You
serious
stay
need of
right
really-
where you are, Father.
No, hold on. Listen, this is my gaff, right? No, I don't want all this garbage in here. I get enough aggro from the old Bill without getting involved in other people's wars. So you can just stick that thing where you like it most and piss off, all of you. Go on.
We're not going anywhere. We're going to stay right here till we get this little bit of business sorted out. OK, sport?
I don't think you've got a bottle, sport.
Awful. Been ages. How's your luck?
Don't ask. Yourself?
Can't complain. Drink?
Did you know alcohol was a depressant?
You do surprise me. Dave, when you can.
Usual?
Yeah.
Don't suppose you'd be interested in a tasty leather jacket for your old lady, would you?
Funny you should say that.
You all right?
I'll never be right again, Terry. My nervous system has undergone the most terrible trauma. Oh, that's water.
Yeah, you're all right. All right. We know you're serious. What now?
Well, that depends somewhat on the detective inspector here.
I ain't got it, Dee.
Bullshit.
Straight, I've stuck most of it in the wine bar, haven't I?
That place wouldn't be worth a quarter of what we had, even if property prices are expensive in this city. And you running a wine bar, well, that's a joke for a start.
I won't be running it. Silent owner, ain't I? What you might call my retirement investment.
I want my share, you bastard.
The wine bar?
No, not the bloody wine bar. I'm serious, Gary. You better believe it.
Believe it, believe it.
Believe it.
Oh, my God.
Look, we must be able to work this out. Now, Arthur and I, we've been made to look right mugs in this little turnout, right? So just do us a favour. What's it all about?
It's about $400,000 worth of jewellery, which we acquired and he retained.
400,000?
That was the insurance value. As well you know, Arthur, that ain't anything like what you get for Rookie Tom.
How do you manage that?
Same old game, Tom. Find out who's got a few quid and who are at it. Or someone who tucks the odd valuables out of the taxman's sight. Steam in as the old bill with a moody search warrant and confiscate his evidence.
Funny thing just come through in the wire, Gov. Man in Westbourne Grove was kidnapped at gunpoint.
What is funny about that?
Well, it seems he was kidnapped by a woman and a man with Australian accents.
And?
Well, the thing is, I didn't connect it immediately, but when you left me talking to Ronnie, he said the Australian bird Arthur sold a fur coat to is staying at Terry McCann's flat.
I can't quite work out all the intriguing combinations we have here, can't? But I intend to.
Another thing makes it even more puzzling, Gov. Ronnie Audrey just rang me, and he says it's Mournful Morris who's dealing with the hoisters.
Sid, let me have a mobile out the front as soon as you can.
You pay her, Gary. It's the only sensible thing to do.
He's right, you know. Because apart from Ned Kelly's intentions here, I don't see that you've got any choice, mate. Because if you don't pay the lovely lady, I personally are going to pay you. Do you get my meaning?
All right, Sal. But your whack don't come to no 50 grand, darling. In the first place, they always top up the insurance value, and that stuff was only worth, what, roughly 200 grand? Tell her what you can expect the other way for that, Arthur.
Me? Well, how would I know?
Come on!
Oh, well, yeah, I have brushed shoulders with people in bars who have discussed such matters.
Oh, for Christ's sake, you're not making out a statement to the old bill.
Oh, 60-odd grand top whack.
40 of which have already stuck into the wine bar, and that is fact.
Yes, all right. I'll take the 20 grand you still got.
Look, there's been a few incidental expenses along the way. All I've got in ready is 15 grand tucked under the floorboards.
That'll do, won't it? Coming on, you goes. Take them to it.
No. You go and get it, Terry. Gary and Arthur can stay here. Insurance, so you return.
No, I'm sorry, Princess, you're not on.
Terry.
We all go together, and I don't care where we go, and then I'll go and collect it.
So what's the difference?
The difference, mastermind, is you and this Australian iron kidnapped him at gunpoint in broad daylight, right? And the car that you swagged him off in, which is a dot on a car to be noticed, is parked outside my flat with half the old bill in London looking for it. Now we all go, or you can stay here and explain it to them yourselves.
Makes sense, Dee. The girls won't go a lot on it, but we could use their place.
You know, it really depresses me knocking out quality gear like this for half of what it's worth.
Morris, you're a real joy to work with. Do you know that?
It's kind of you.
All right, I'll do that. Take a look round in there.
Right, Gov.
He's right. 15 grand.
I still only got the bastard's word for it that this is all that's left.
So what you going to do? Stay and argue about it, or get out while you're in front?
There's definitely signs she's been staying there, Gov.
Yeah. She's definitely not there now, though, is she? Which leaves us with one possibility.
Well, it's been nice meeting you fellas. Not as rewarding as I'd hoped, but nice.
Yeah, but what about the motor and all the stuff at Terry's flat?
Sell it, Arthur. Well, you're so good at that. And Terry, I am sorry about the circumstances. If things had been different, who knows? You might well have got lucky.
Now she tells me.
See you around, fellas.
Good day.
You know we're going to Heathrow, mate?
Well, I got you.
I think we've got a puncture, Gov.
Yeah, that's not all. We had one earlier, and a spare's up the creek.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, thanks anyway, Tel. And you'll both definitely get a drink out of it. That's a promise.
Stuff it.
What? All right, Tel, I understand. But you must come round to the opening night at my wine bar.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of calling it Gems, by the way. Well, I'm a sucker for sentiment, aren't I? See ya.
Go on your bike.
What have you done? Certain expenses were incurred, you know.
Listen, you, this thing ain't over with yet. If it does all come on top, I want to be as uninvolved as possible. You got that?
Hold up.
Three wheels on your wag.
I don't feel at all well, Terry.
Get me another car round here, will you? Incredible. You are incredible. Did you really expect me to swallow that little fairy tale?
I can't understand what you mean, Mr. Rycott.
I understand Sergeant Chisholm has nightmares about you daily. Real ones. Well, that is not going to happen to me. You sold the lady in question the car with which she abducted that bloody mystery man.
It was an honest transaction, Mr. Rycott. One of my legitimate trades, isn't it? Buying and selling motors. There isn't a law against that, is there?
There is against flogging bent coats.
Now, that is a gross canard, Mr. Rycott. You have no evidence at all that I sold a fur coat to anyone. None. You have been listening to malicious gossip and rumours. Slanderous charges may have to be laid.
Shut up, will ya?
Yeah, shut up. Come on.
He had to let us go, didn't he? He had no choice.
Yeah, well, I think we had a right result considering.
Now, what you're forgetting, Terry, is we were both genuine, innocent parties in this unfortunate incident.
Yeah?
So we had to tell a few porkies to avoid all that aggravation. What you might call natural justice. Mournful.
It's a very sad day for me, Arthur. Very sad indeed.
Never mind about that, Mournful. Come on, you're nicked.
I'm being fitted, Arthur. Send for my brief. I'm innocent.
You don't think Mournful will declare, do you?
Mournful? Nah, he's one of your own, isn't he?
Hey. You don't think,
What?
Morsey Matilda?
I do hope so.
So do I. Come on, let's go and have a nice cup of tea.